What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Wide Body Nation. We're finally tuning this thing. We got the JB4 here in the bag. We're gonna be tossing on the 2022 WRX so we can tune for all the mods. And yes, it's gonna be an E85 blend, probably in the 30 to 40 range, right? So that being said, let's see what's in the bag.
Another bag.
Another bag. And this should be the JB4 itself, and then you said you got the flex kit too, Tommy?
Yes.
Okay. That's probably why it's two. So that was a flex kit.
Yep.
Got the Bluetooth flex kit. And then there's your module with the Bluetooth that reads back to the phone.
There's the full thing.
The JB4.
Just downloaded the app on my phone as well, because that's where you tune it from, right?
Yes.
Is that where you actually make all the inputs too? Okay.
Yeah, it has all the stuff where you change adjustments in there. So, wires on wires. And this doesn't flash your PCM either.
Yeah, it's. I'm actually pretty pumped we're doing this one first.
Yeah.
I assume we'll probably end up getting an access port for this, because
you can run them in unison.
Yeah, because the access port allows you to do what? Control timing.
Yeah. Well,
this.
Yeah.
This one doesn't.
I don't think it can control fuel boost and that, and then the access port will let you do whatever.
What does this allow us to do? Oh, is this the one that allows us to run the E85 though? Yes. That's how people are running E though.
Yeah.
Because you can't run E with the access port alone, right? Because I was wondering, like, I know Prime, I saw them doing the both.
Yeah, and apparently doing the access port helps out with like low end drivability too.
Alrighty, well, this is a good one to start with.
Yep. So we're gonna get that on there.
All right. So we got the JB4 from Burger Motorsports. Now, Tommy and Adam opted to get the Bluetooth kit to be able to Bluetooth to the car, obviously, along with the flex fuel kit. Now, in order to install both of those, you actually have to open up the JB4, and we have to install the Bluetooth kit into the JB4. It comes with screws to be able to attach it. And then along with that, because we're doing flex fuel, the white wire, part of the flex fuel kit, has to be put into pin number 4 in the 25 pin connector back here. So in order to do that, you have to pull the 2 screws out, pull the connector off the circuit board, put your pin in, put it all back together, put your Bluetooth back together, close up the box, and then you're good to start running wires.
Bluetooth pistons not included?
No, not this time.
What about Bluetooth rods?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Bluetooth draw shaft?
I almost have a Bluetooth drive shaft on the S209. One step away. Carbon fiber.
Away.
Yeah.
All right. He's going to reassemble that, and then we'll move on to the next part of this install.
Because we're doing the Bluetooth though, we don't have to wire it through the car though, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we still
Oh, we
do.
do. Why is that?
Because it's got to hook into the OBD.
OBD2.
Oh, it does. Okay, so it hooks in, it just doesn't flash it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Gotcha.
It's just if we want to run it.
And that's an auxiliary connection.
If we want to run it the nice way, or we want to run it
the quick way.
yeah.
Yeah, I figured that would be probably an option. All right.
I was kind of hoping we were missing a piece.
All right, so you guys can see that there is some disassembly required, especially if you guys have the ETS intake with the airbox. You guys can see we have the airbox off right here already. Not too much of a pain in the butt. And then the little snorkel feeder right there. That is the reason he took that off is because he's plugging in the MAF sensor right now. Looks like we got one that lines up with the map sensor. We've got the JB4 stashed right here. Probably gonna run the connection for the OBD2 just right through there in the expedient way. And there's a couple more to plug in. I know he said need to plug in down near at the wastegate, which makes sense because that's kind of what we're doing here, is fooling the car using the wastegate, kind of. And then are we missing any other ones? I did MAF, MAP, Wastegate, OBD.
MAF, MAP, Wastegate, the OBD2 port. We got the flex fuel sensor that we got to plumb and put in.
Okay, yeah, we'll probably get that separately, but yeah, here's the parts right there, because we did do the flex fuel on this one.
And then there's a fuel pressure also that we got to get down to. They say that it's not or you don't need to do it if you're just trying to get like a stage 1 or something like that, whatever their stage 1 map is. But if you're going to go multiple stages, they want to know what fuel pressure is as well. So we'll
might as well do that now.
They just said it's a little bit of a pain to get to, but we'll cross that bridge.
Yeah, it's gonna go up on the lift in a minute. All right, guys, so we are pretty much installed here. We haven't done any tuning yet, but we've configured the app for all 6 parameters we're gonna be monitoring for now, and I'll go over those with you once we're in the car and they're actually populating, because right now the car is not sending any signals. We've got the JB4 stash right here. We've only got it zip tied like they want us to for now, but we're gonna go ahead and end up getting some industrial Velcro to make it a lot more secure. As you guys can see, most of the harness goes up and through here. There's a connection down in there, connection up here, and a couple more connections. One goes up and through into the OBD as well. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on in here, and I'll show you guys what populates when we just turn the car on without the engine. Here, I'll pop that up right here. So we'll go boom, boom. Let it stop beeping, and then connect. So you can see right now we are at just kind of a generic air fuel ratio, intake air temps. I had the car running a second ago, so this is probably just saved based off last one. E85 has not populated yet, one, because we don't have any E in the car, although me and Tommy were thinking that maybe that should be displaying like 5 or 10, just because most gas has ethanol in it now, although I do fill up at Shell most of the time, so maybe Shell gas, if it's the V-Power, doesn't have anything in it. So obviously boost is at 0. We'll get her started up now. Trying to balance here. I obviously don't have a mounting solution yet. So as y'all can see, AFRs are looking good. We haven't really done any logging yet, but it seems to be reading at a pretty good area, you know, 14 point, you know, mid 14s, not a bad thing. Once we're all the way warmed up, I'll give you a couple revs just to see if boost does anything, and we'll check that out. Let me see if boost, yeah, so we got, let's see, boost looks like it's only in the positives here, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to build any positive boost because we're not gonna be under load. Those AFRs were spiking pretty high there. Wondering if it was having a tough time reading it. Those spiked pretty good. That sounds like we need a tune ASAP. All right, well, I'm gonna shut her down. All right, guys, so that pretty much concludes the install. If you guys need a like super in-depth install video, I would either recommend the resources on, you know, burgermotorsports.com, or Tommy's video is a little bit more in depth, so his video will be linked and his channel will be linked. But you know, next up is gonna be, you know, tuning on 93. Once we drive it around on 93 for you know, probably at least a tank of gas or two, make sure everything's good, then we're gonna go ahead and switch it over to probably like an E30 blend and see how she takes on that. Yes, we're gonna be getting an access port in the future, but we're gonna see how far this JB4 goes by itself, and then kind of identify the need for an access port. Even though we're gonna get one, it's just a kind of a question of how soon, right? So just a quick reminder, this car has an ETS cold air intake with the air box. It has a Perrin up pipe, or Perrin charge pipe rather. It has a ETS CatBack exhaust, and it has a ETS top mount intercooler. So that is what we're going to be tuning off of, and we will basically go from there. We are definitely looking into kind of maxing out this setup, and then in the future we're going to go ahead and go front mount with a downpipe, the Gezi downpipe on ETS, and then the access port to kind of cap it off. And then obviously we're going to need a clutch as well, which right now I think the clutch to go with that I saw on Prime Motoring is the Clutch Masters 725 clutch. So we will kind of check that out. Maybe we'll hit up Prime, hit up ETS, and see what clutch everyone is going with and having some good luck with. And who knows, maybe we could figure out a 6-speed swap in this thing, because that would be prime. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. Stay tuned for the next video. Stay safe out there, and I will see you for the next one, which is tuning.